Hi Taurus Moons, thank you so much for being here. I am Divine Femme Carrot 144, very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the zodiac sign of Taurus, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For your reading, I will be doing a 3-card spread, past, present, and future, and then I will clarify those 3 cards using the major arcana. At the end of your reading, I will do an overall card using the Moonology Oracle cards. I've already pre-shuffled all of the decks. I will shuffle this first deck just a few more times. Split the deck and we'll begin your reading. Got one at the pop and we're taking it. So we have the World card here. This is speaking to significant endings, overcoming, there being great success, a lot of great cheer and happiness. As I'm getting this being connected to the 3 of Cups here, with this being a card of 21, 2 and 1 coming together to create a 3, 2 and 1 also breaking down to create a number 1. So you being the great champion in your life, feeling luxurious, and that was coming through in your last reading, and royalty energy. There's a graceful energy, highly magnetic, very much in your magician energy, as I'm seeing the 2 wands there. Feeling stable and feeling balanced. Possibly unsure about what's to come as you continue to move forward, but you're moving forward in faith. There's a lot of clarity that has come through for you too. I'm seeing a breakaway. And you not knowing what's ahead of you, but definitely wanting to move into some greater, new, more lively, healthy, less toxic environments. Abundant stance is also here, so great money with that succession. Overcoming and completing major karmic cycles here for sure. And the infinity energy is a part of where we would normally see the 10s with X energies that are tying this wreath together. But these are tied together by the infinity symbol, where I'm getting 8, and that being connected to Saturn. So they're being strong Saturn energy that's supportive here. And I'm just getting that as you being definitely on the right path and being of integrity, because Saturn comes through and aligns with whatever energy it is that we're putting out there. So if you're putting out good, Saturn's going to definitely bless you with benefic good. And so I say that's where that faith is coming in here too, and that as above, so is below. Knowing what you put out is definitely what you're going to get back to you. This is wonderful energy here. 0 energy, full energy. That being the next card after this World card here too. Oh goodness, you guys. You're fine. All right, so some of you have commitment coming through. You may have closed certain cycles with certain people and situations, and this presenting greater space for possibly connections, new connections with both love and career coming through for you. This could also be about you moving into greater spirituality and leadership, teaching, having the keys, having greater knowledge, ascending as a part of that world energy, and going through that portal as well, and moving up and leveling up. And this being possibly with not knowing what's ahead of you, knowing that you're taking a very huge step, and that being a part of that full energy too. But you're willing to do so because you know that you've been covered and that you're safe, and that as long as you stay on the right path, you're going to be seen through. And having a great assurance in this, just, again, I feel it's a part of that not knowing without knowing. And this also being a part of the High Priestess energy, which is the counterpart to the Hierophant. The High Priestess knowing everything, but also knowing nothing. But I am getting beautiful energy with this Hierophant. This is your energy here too as well, which is even more supreme. Taurus card, and then we have the energy of 5 here. Now it's speaking to, I feel, just the transformative energy that you've gone through to complete those major cycles and to find balance and to be in this beautiful energy of great spirituality and leadership, being a great exemplar, having the power in your hands, the power in your mind, from head to toe, And I feel a major part of those karmic cycles has to do with the root chakra energy, seeing the red. That red also being related to Mars energy and Aries and Scorpio. So that may be significant for you too as well. But you're on a pedestal here. This is beautiful. Taurus moons. We'll do one more here. I'm also getting 5th house energy of Leo being connected to that as well. That Hierophant. High Priestess is the energy of 2 in the major arcana. So that Judgment being a card of 20 right before the World card, speaking to that alignment there. And then also the symbol of 2 standing for Gemini, but that 2 also representing 2nd house energy for you there as well. So I feel that you're representing yourself in more ways than one, being very balanced from within, having both masculine and feminine energy very much in touch. And wow, heightened galactic spirit for sure is what I'm getting. And this just contributing to the amount of abundance that is connected to you. And I feel also to the abundance that you bring to others, which is beautiful. Let's see what we have for your past. And I'm not doing reversals. We have the Temperance card. And with that reversal energy, I will say there may have been some impatience, but this is also divine timing in that upright position here. So with the energy of the past and coming through some major situations and endings, as we've seen that World card there, it could have just been about, you know, that last little bit that needed to be taken care of, and the process needing to happen in its own way, on its own timing, and not necessarily according to you. And so I feel that that's where that impatience may have been coming through. But I do feel that you have a greater understanding, seeing things as they unfold day to day, and having more trust and faith in the universe. Again, knowing that all is well. It's a regenerative process, and we have the power to increase on that and to make it better for ourselves if we so choose. But in this Temperance card here too, with this divine timing, I feel that that kind of speaks to the all-around energy from you. Alchemizing and making the best of situations with the water energy there between the 2 cups. 2 cups also being connected to that 2 energy with the Hierophant and the High Priestess. And so possibly manifesting beautiful love connections, work connections, just greater environment and better for yourself. Staying connected with that toe in the water. And then also that toe that's on land here. So I feel that that's a part of your earth energy, and then the polarity energy of Scorpio. And that's where that red was coming through, connected to that Mars and the Hierophant card there too. But I do feel this is about you staying balanced, but also very much connected to yourself. Having the energy of being both in touch and in depth with that Scorpio energy. And while this is taking place, with the back being turned to the sun, it's that internal knowing that the sun is always going to rise again. And that Scorpio energy also being connected to the Death card, this is a part of that. And right before the Temperance card here too, I'm seeing 2 sunflowers. So a lot of you manifesting great collaboration and partnerships is what I'm getting with that 2 of Cups here. But divine timing overall coming through to let you know that you stay on the path of integrity day to day, making the best of every situation and being in gratitude and being appreciative. That abundance just continues to increase. So you knowing what to do and how to do it, and this being just a part of your Taurus energy. This could also be twin flame, but we do have this in your past energy. Well, I'm feeling you may have left behind a significant soulmate and now moving more forward towards greater connections that are going to bring greater stabilization, balance, healthiness, happiness, cleansed and cleared energetic chakras, and abundance. Abundance, abundance, abundance. That red in the wings there with the angelic presence automatically tying that back to the Hierophant card. The having great patience, divine timing coming through, and the beauty just continues and increases for you. Again, this is a card of 14. It's after the Death card. And also right before the Devil. So I do feel that this is about that preparation and what's taken place right before those endings with that World card there too, speaking to that as well. Let's see what we have for your present card. We have the Page of Cups. So I'm just getting that newness here and that overall energy from within, that internal child connecting, being in touch and in depth. There being in-depth energy right here with this Page of Cups, and that being that Scorpio energy that was also being spoken on here too. Some of you may have a pet fish. You may enjoy being by the water, or this being one of the goals that you have set for yourself. But Page of Cups is... I do feel that this is about a result of your manifestation here too as well. With that internal increase, that internal knowing, recognizing oneself and getting back to that root chakra, that deep energy, that being the first chakra that must be healed in order for all of the remaining chakras to work and function in proper order. And so with this Page of Cups, I'm getting a surprise message coming through. This just being a result of your manifestations in the meantime, in between time, as you have been closing major karmic cycles, and that newness coming through for you in this page energy. Pages are also about messages. Can very much be tied to the Fool energy, and we did have that with that World card and the Zero energy that was coming through connected to that. And mainly I'm just getting this being about the result of what it is that you've been manifesting. This Page of Cup energy is also about great joy and happiness. Being in nostalgia at times. Feeling young again. Feeling like you again. And that being a part of that in-touch feeling. Seeing the fish and the connection here with the message energy. This could be water sign energy that you are bringing into your life. And connected to that cup, there being great love and expressions of this coming through for you too. And also being shared. And I do feel it's connected to that aura that you have around you. And what it is that you, on a whole different level, having ascended, what it is that you're magnetizing towards yourself. So bringing in more love. Celebrating, being happy about you, loving you, and also receiving messages, possibly a surprise. This could also be an apology here too. I'm seeing the gray there too, where it could have been that someone that you've been manifesting may have been in a certain particular mood. Very, very possible too that, you know, as much as we're all different, who it is that we meet along our path, we're very much aligned with, where they may be going through similar situations. So coming out of some darkness, and this being a part of that progress and what takes place when we come from old cycles moving into new. And this gray energy behind the Page of Cups, because this is a very happy and joyful card, just being remnant of coming from that darkness there and it moving away, where again it's about that faith and that knowing that the sun always rises. So being the sun at times with that alchemy, the alchemy that's taking place there with that Two of Cups, is just speaking to how one is maintaining and keeping that happiness from within, and then seeing this happiness on the outside, no matter what it may appear as on the outside there. I'm also getting, even though this is Cups and water, which is Cancer, besides Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and a Fucus, I'm getting grounded energy there on the wood there, and that being connected to your earth energy. The feet energy being very important. And I do feel it speaks to your stabilization and your overall earth energy, but still being connected. We have earth, water, and this earth being on top of that water there. Beautiful. All right, so great happy energy. There being progression here. Let's go ahead and see what we have for your future card. We have the Tower. So I'm just getting this as being a major surprise and a major difference that's taking place in your life here. And it being all about that Saturnian energy that was coming through with the World card. And what it is that you put out there, Saturn is going to return that as a part of those cycles to either help us to grow or to increase on what it is that we've been doing. Or both. Or both, I should say that too. This being a card of 16, so this comes after that devil energy that was being spoken on, coming after the temperance card. And I'm not getting that being connected to this energy here. I do feel that this may be a significant tower energy for any of that toxic energy that may want to recycle itself. But you being in newness here and on a whole nother plane and a whole nother level, bringing in your abundance, where I feel it's breaking down those structures there and that being a part of that World card as well. With this being a card of 16, that 1 and that 6 comes together to create a 7. And that 7 energy is connected to, I'm just getting automatically Libra energy and balance. And the Libra energy is a sister sign for you. Both Taurus and Libra are being ruled by Venus. So we have Venus and Mars energy where I'm getting very much, a lot of people I'm getting being left behind, also seeing you continue to do your thing, and this also being a tower moment where you're breaking down those structures of being seen as one who is not powerful, being seen as one who is not, you're representing everything from within yourself and being seen as this. And I feel that this is a part of that tower where you may have been misunderstood, mistaken, taken for a fool. And we did have the Fool energy, but I do feel your representation and your definitions, you defining yourself and not being defined by that outside energy. And that was coming through with the Page of Cups here. Almost like, you know, there being a death energy from within, you dying to an old way of being and just regenerating and coming back harder, stronger, greater, faster. It's like the Kanye song. And that's also creating greater opportunities for those energies that I'm hearing, you know, this is mind-blowing. It's a mind-blowing situation here. Where there's ego death, possibly, you know, energies that may have thought that they could recycle you back into their life, you completely putting things to a complete closure so that you can bring in that happiness there. Because I was seeing that darkness. I feel that this is that darkness there, where you're now seeing the energies of that darkness and what it is that you left behind as you continue to move forward. And this being great change to be able to build up on new foundations that are more supportive and stable and loving and connecting. And then also, too, that tower energy, I'm also getting that being about the alignment of what it is and who it is that you're bringing into your life. And there being a great change, and this being a part of that surprise energy here, too. Coming away from the darkness, there being progression here. I'm just getting progression. But great tower energy that's coming through. I do feel, too, like there may be some energies that possibly feel that, you know, with you being connected and there being telepathic energy, that you could be drawn in through telepathy. But I do feel that you're making great change for yourself and setting standards and having boundaries on what it is that you wish to see for yourself. So changing the game up. And I feel that's a part of that tower energy there too. Where it's about you. You've been of service. Now it's time for you to be serviced. Especially with the abundance, I feel that you have been made aware of and what it is that you truly bring to the table. And the universe supporting that. I'm just getting strong Saturn with us here too, seeing that lightning there. 7 energy is also about being on the right path with that card of 16 there. And that also breaks down to the 5 with the 1 and the 6 there. So that 5, I'm automatically getting that Hierophant energy and a contract and a connection for you. Something significant. There being a major breakthrough and you receiving more of your wishes and your manifestations here. And as you do this, it just continues to break down structures that were built on faulty foundations that are no longer serving. You've moved on. All right, let's go ahead and we'll get to your clarifiers. I'm going to set this right over here where we can still kind of see the shadow there. We'll clarify the Temperance card. Justice. And there's the 7 energy with Libra connected to the Justice energy here. Aquarius energy also tied to this. This being a card of 8, but it also holds the energy of 11 and other tarot decks. But that 8 energy, and with me saying that, I feel that this 8 representation just means that 8 it's tied to that 8 energy from the World card and the as above, so is below. We have that here. As above, so is below. And I'm just getting this as higher self energy, where you're very much connected. Those chakras have been cleared. Root chakra has been successfully taken care of and given the work that it needs for you to be able to have clarity, and more success and abundance in your life. And anything that's been of imbalance or been based off of faulty foundation, it coming down, that being connected to that tower there too. Where there's truth, there's balance, there's also silver and gold. So I feel that that's a part of that wealth that is coming in for you that was definitely meant for you. And you standing for this being you in representation and just being strong with it. And I'm just getting the look like, well, you know, it is what it is and I'm doing what I'm doing. And, you know, if you're not aligned with that, more power to you. And that just being about that great leadership and compassionate loving, where it can be hurtful, but it's also energy of compassion. That hurt is designed to help one to really feel, not being a part of that in-depth energy that I was getting, that you have felt, but this being a part of how it is that you teach and be an example, be that exemplar, leading by example. You've gone through it, and now you're making the moves to stay even, or move even more into greater strength, to stay in that energy, but also increase on it, is what wanted to come through there. But balance and truth, most definitely being important. I'm getting the Knight of Swords, so that being about communication when it comes to the higher self here. And this being about delivering and standing up for what's right and what's just and what's true. But also what's taking place with the universe here and how you're being supported. In the meantime, in between time, this being a part of that divine timing energy here too. Justice being brought into situations to bring greater balance and to bring in what's right, what's just, and what's fair. Also that Scorpio energy that was being felt there and that connection there with the dip in the toe. 8th house energy of Scorpio right there. Let's clarify the Page of Cups. And we have the Lovers. So this being that connection, those expressions coming through. I just feel that this is about movement forward and you having those contracts that are on a more integral state, that are on a higher level, where I'm getting Hierophant and High Priestess energy right here in the hands coming together, masculine and feminine energy, the balance from within yourself, also being seen on the outer here in that newness there for you when it comes to the emotional department. So you being given love and being shown love, whether it be through apology or just expressions of how others may feel about you. And this being a part of that Justice energy there too. I'm getting Cupid energy connected to this. But with the blindfold there, I'm also getting that being connected to the Justice card. The wings there too, connected to the temperance and divine timing. It's all here. And the pedestal energy right here as well. That's awesome. But great camaraderie, and there being love here. I'm also seeing that green there being representative of Taurus energy, the emerald. Very pretty. I'm also seeing somewhat of a lotus energy here. So I feel that that's speaking to, again, what was coming through with who is aligning with you, who is going through similar situation, very different, but also very similar. And that's just being about that coming together, being in agreement, having awareness and recognizing that everyone that you are surrounding yourself with, or who is surrounding you at this point on this level up here, going through very similar things, wanting to do it and work together. Let's do it. Let's work together on this. We got this. We can do this. It's all love. The lovers. This is a card of Gemini, but this is also about a choice here. 6 energy being connected to Virgo energy, which is beautiful because we have strong Mercury energy here too. That green also stands for that as well. Green being a color for Mercury. 6th house energy of Virgo. 6 is also standing for unconditional love. But I think it's beautiful that with Mercury being the ruler of both Virgo and Gemini, we have that very strongly here. So this being a great testament to that great amount of communication, and also possibly to the Tower energy and the breakthrough that's taking place with communication, where it could be like, oh my God, someone who was like super, super quiet, having scorpionic ways, excuse me, having scorpionic ways and not speaking, all of a sudden just coming through with everything that they've been feeling and sharing this with you, and this being about partnership coming together. My throat chakra is beginning to activate, so I do feel that this is a heavy amount of communication that's being expressed to you. And again, it could be through love or through apology, but in some kind of way you're receiving what is rightfully deserved for you. It being that full circle energy, Saturnian energy, and the universe supporting and guiding all of this. It all working itself out here too, and working itself out in your favor. Let's clarify the Tower. Okay, we're going to take that first card. That's a whole lot. And I feel that just kind of speaks to what I was feeling here with my throat chakra. And we do have that blue energy there too. And I feel that that's connected to that, and that Scorpio energy with the 8th house energy there too. You representing and speaking truth and being truth. And it just being about that alignment. You know, what it is that you're giving and what you're putting out there, you're going to be matched with that. So you receiving that communication that's rightfully deserved there. And I feel it's connected to the Page of Cups, but then also the Tower here too. Significant change. Let's see what we have. All right. Well, that's a definite answer there for you, if I do say so myself. The Tower clarified by the Tower. Significant major arcana energy that's coming through here for you, as we only have one card here that's in the minors. You're all majored. And I know these are major arcana, but the fact that you have a majority of your cards up here being major arcana, highly significant, speaking to the great amount of change that you're actually making in your life. But this Tower here, clarifying this Tower here, someone is coming towards you. There being great sense of partnership and camaraderie, great significant change that's coming through in your life here for the better, as things that are being brought down, that have been built on faulty foundations, are crumbling down. They're not just coming down, they're crumbling down. We got it coming, the lightning, and I always get this lightning energy as being a part of the universe. For the most part, I feel maybe on one occasion it's been different, but we got it coming from both masculine and feminine sides here. So a breakthrough when it comes to old connections. I do feel it's connected to the people that you left behind, who are seeing you level up and continue to get stronger and do your thing and bring in more abundance. And then I also feel that this is about significant change that you have manifested, and now the result being here, so that a new foundation can be built on what it is that you wish to see for yourself. As the next card after the Tower is the card of 17, and that being about wishes being granted, wishes coming true for you. That being the card of the Star. Connected to Aquarius energy, Aquarius being also ruled by Saturn. So that just confirming that there. You have the Tower, clarifying the Tower. Don't be scared. I do feel that, you know, with these towers that come through, and especially with you having two, again, I feel that the importance of the focus, and I do feel that this is about that preparation, having that knowing that what you put out is what you get back. So you taking the steps to stay on that path of integrity, the universe definitely seeing you, hearing you, feeling you, and saying, okay, let's do this. You getting back to the true essence of you, bringing in great love, feelings, expressions, and then boom. It's like even more comes through for you. And I feel it's just, again, having to do with your integrity and all the blessings, everything you've been manifesting that may have felt blocked are no longer blocked. And I feel it's about these towers that are coming down, where this could be about those energies you've been connected to in the past that have wanted to block you. And this being the reason why, too, we have two towers here to kind of speak to the heightened level of what's been trying to manifest itself as a way to keep you from leveling up and getting stronger and having the love that you rightfully deserve and the abundance here. All that's being brought down here. And everything is working in your favor. Again, that Star card after this card and this card. So you have two star energies there. Coming into great stardom, but also seeing great wonderful wishes coming true and through for you. Beautiful. Let's get to your final card for Taurus moons. And I do feel for some of you, this could be about major communication that's coming through that just may have been super blocked when it came to a scorpionic energy you were dealing with. Conclusions are within reach, and look at the bigger picture. Full moon eclipse and full moon in Sagittarius. So I'm going to read this one here. I feel that the message is enough in itself here with this eclipse energy. And then just the title in itself here to let you know. And I feel it's very obvious here too, as we have the World card and then you have two towers. So we'll go ahead and we'll read. And what I was also getting when these two came out is that just speaking to the partnership that's coming through for some of you. Major love connection here that is making its way into your life here. Yeah, let me go ahead. There goes my throat again. So someone, I do feel you may have left someone behind, and this making great change from within this person here. Now them wanting to come forward and come towards you, because you continue to do what it is that was best for you. Let me go ahead and take a drink. Lord. All right. Look at the bigger picture. The polarity energy of Sagittarius is Gemini, and we have that energy here with the Lovers. And what I was also going to say too with that 2 energy and the partnership energy, I was getting that being connected to this Lovers energy and a choice being made, is that one of you with you having that partnership coming through as two, one may have more of this energy here, and then one of you may have more of this energy here, and that being a part of the two tower energies, where again, with that two energy and the high priestess and the hierophant energy, one of you has the tower here, and then one of you has the tower here, and that combination of masculine and feminine coming together to create this major breakthrough. That's also affecting the others that are connected to whoever it is. I feel that you're bringing in someone. So this just being significant headway. Page 84. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Are you thinking too much about the details of your dilemma? Fretting over minutiae can be counterproductive, or perhaps you're being all talk and no action. This card is a reminder that while it's good to think things through, sometimes you need to step back and look at the bigger picture. What do you then see about your current situation? What's the most positive thought you can have about it? Now is the time to count your blessings, even if you don't yet have exactly what you want. This card also is a reminder that we often have to take a few risks and go with uncertainty on this journey called life. Try to keep an open mind about what's for the best. The universe could surprise you. Now, if that wasn't coming through from the very beginning of this reading, come on now. Attune to the moon by taking time out for a mini break or an adventure. Additional meanings for this card. The situation may have come around because you've been distracted. Be confident without being overconfident to win the day. Have you shown that you care? If not, now is the time. Find a balance between speaking your mind and saying too much. The teaching. The full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we are reminded that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun and being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. It's about big ideas versus the details. No matter when you draw this card, it encourages you to look at the bigger picture. And I feel that's a part of the perspective that's been gained for you with that newness and that Page of Cups. That Page of Cups also stands for that, and that joyful energy, also standing for adventure. And fives also stand for adventure too, with that Hierophant and that new contract energy that was coming through for you. So continue to stay focused and do what it is that you're doing, because you're definitely on the right path. I do feel that for some of you, you're bringing in a significant love connection here that is going to bring a whole new world to you. And this is just what you've manifested, where it may not have looked like what it is that you were doing or what it is that you were manifesting was working. I feel it's about the planets and the way that those work too, and how everything doesn't necessarily work in our time, but that divine timing being everything. So do trust and know that what you put out there is definitely what you will get back. It may not come when you want it. And not to get all churchy, but it will and always most definitely come on time. Taurus moons, this was your reading. I hope that these messages were helpful, enlightening, enriching, empowering for you. Thank you all so much for your continued love and support. I really hope that these messages were helpful. Welcome to all new subscribers, and until we meet again, I wish you all the very best. Take great care. I love you. Peace.